Hey, it is Gary from 3Bug Media, and today we're going to talk about the differences between the Google AdWords platform and the Facebook Ads platform. Now, most business owners think they can be used interchangeably and they just need to decide which ad platform they want to use, but that's not the case. They're two very different platforms, very different strategies involved, and you can get really good results on one and zero on the other. So we're going to talk about the differences between the two so you can make an informed decision on which one's best for your business. Now, starting with Google AdWords, we're going to be talking about the search campaign feature, which is probably 90+% of the time the ad campaign type that you're going to use. And that's when you go to google.com, you do a search, you'll see a couple text ads at the top of the page and the bottom of the page. That is the search campaign campaign type, which we're going to talk about here. Now, one of the big differences between Google AdWords and Facebook ads is that people are actively searching online, and it's needed in order for Google AdWords to trigger your ad. So people are always going to Google AdWords, google.com or google.ca, whatever country you're in. They're doing a search, and then based on the keywords that they used, Google AdWords is serving them ads related to what they searched for. So it's predicated on people actively searching all the time to trigger these types of ads. And that's very different from Facebook ads, which we'll talk about in a minute. Also, commodity type businesses tend to do well with Google AdWords. And when I talk about commodity type businesses, I'm referring to when people go and search on Google, they might search for pizzerias near me, they might search for plumbers, landscapers, dentists, things like that. They know there's a lot of choices near them. They just don't know who they want to hire yet. So when I say commodity type businesses, I mean that there's just a lot of them and people will tend to search for that industry rather than a specific business and then use other criteria to narrow it down. So if you're a commodity type businesses where people are always searching online, Google AdWords is a very good choice for you. Bottom of the funnel targeting. This is why Google AdWords tends to be a little more expensive than Facebook ads, not because they just charge more, because most of the time if you do your keyword targeting right, you're targeting towards people towards the end of the sales funnel, sales and marketing funnel. So they're getting ready to make a purchase decision. So think about searches like general contractors near me, basement contractors, dentists near me, things like that. That means they're actually looking for a provider at this point. So if they've done a lot of the initial research and now they're looking to try to see who they actually want to hire, for that type of business. So you're targeting bottom of the funnel type people, okay? And lastly, behavioral. And when I say behavioral, I mean that AdWords doesn't care about who the person is searching, they only care about what they search for. And to give you an example, take Amazon.com. If you go to Amazon and you type in, you're looking for a computer keyboard, Amazon will show you back computer keyboards. Amazon does not care if you're a man or a woman, where you're located, what your demographics look like, how much money you make. All they care about is that you searched for a computer keyboard, and that's what they're returning back to you. And that's how Google AdWords, the search campaign feature, works too, is they don't care who the person is. The only thing they care about is what they search for. So these people have raised their hands, they've identified themselves as being interested in product or service, and Google AdWords is matching a business with it. And that's much different than the Facebook ad platform, which we're going to drop into now. When it comes to Facebook ads, people aren't actively searching online. So people don't go to Facebook and start searching for a dentist or a plumber or a real estate agent, things like that. They're there to socialize, okay? So that's a huge difference between Facebook ads and Google AdWords is people aren't identifying themselves. You actually have to identify them and go after them to get your ads in front of them. So you need to know your targeting. So businesses that really know who their target audience is can do very well with Facebook ads because you can get super duper detailed on what type of person you want to target with your ads. And that's a big difference between Google AdWords, which, like I said, they don't care who you are, they only care what you search for. So that's probably the biggest difference between the two platforms. Also, people, businesses that can do really well on Facebook ads are businesses where people are not aware of your product or service. So maybe you have an emerging industry where people aren't really aware of it yet. or maybe you have a business that's very unique and it's hard to kind of categorize you in a general way, Facebook ads can do really well, because if you know who your potential customers are, you can get your business in front of them and introduce your business to them. And lastly, Facebook ads, typically you're targeting the top or the middle of the sales funnel. So rarely are you going to try to make a direct sale using Facebook ads. You can do it, e-commerce, you can probably get away with it. But if you're selling a product, if you're selling a higher price service or things like that, rarely are you going to be able to sell somebody right from a Facebook ad. The typical strategy is top or mid funnel strategy, where you're going to try to get an email address, or you just want to build general awareness, or you want to get them to take some kind of action other than making a purchase. Maybe that's sign up for a webinar, sign up for an event, maybe give out a coupon, something like that. You're not making a direct sale, but you're trying to get them into your sales funnel. Okay, and that's a big difference between Facebook ads and Google AdWords, where, like I said, you're typically targeting the bottom of the funnel, which is why you pay a little bit more for Google AdWords. So these are the differences between AdWords and Facebook ads. If you're using Facebook ads, the one tip I would give you, since you are generally targeting the top or the middle of the funnel, if you don't have your own marketing funnel in place to nurture these people, because you're really catching people before they're ready to buy, and if you don't have a system in place to nurture them, to bring them to the bottom of the funnel, then this may not be a good choice for you. So if you don't have a strategy like that, you're not doing any kind of email marketing, you're not a good follow-up person, things like that, Facebook ads may not be your best option unless you just want to build some general awareness. And if that's the case, you don't have a funnel in place and you don't want to build one, Google AdWords is the easier, more straightforward platform, because like I said, you're targeting the bottom of the funnel. It's really, you know, they do a search, they see your ad, they go to your page, and then they decide to call you or not, or fill out a form or something like that. So these are all the differences. So hopefully you can make a decision. Okay, if you have any questions, you can go to 3bugmedia.com. Thank you very much and have a good day.